Hello, Libra. Welcome to your bonus reading for September. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to my channel, I would really love it if you would click like and subscribe so that you can be notified when my videos go live. And for those that are returning, I appreciate you so much for returning and giving me another chance, right? I'm still trying to grow and I'm still learning. So I keep switching it up each time. This time, Spirit, I wasn't planning on doing these mid-months, but I got kind of a fire put under my own butt couple days ago, I guess it was. Spirit really wanted me to talk about the new moon. So the new moon actually happened for us in the US last night, but that energy is still strong today, so you can still utilize this information. And what I plan to share with you, you can utilize this practice every new moon, because the new moons are a really good time for us to set our intentions. And there's a little thing that I'm going to show you in just a second. But the first thing that I want to share with you was some of the notes that Spirit had given me. I had hoped to have gotten through all of my videos yesterday, but that didn't happen. They actually take longer to do than it seems. So there's a lot of work to get these out there. But anyway, so our new harvest moon was in Virgo. That energy is allowing us to open up our day-to-day life organization. So it feels as though that is something that we're going to be working on because of the Libra aspect of the new moon. One of the things that Spirit says is it's really good to make lists so that you can tick off your accomplishments. And that exercise is really meant to help you just mentally be able to see progress, throughout your day. So you can do that or you don't have to do that, but these are the things that Spirit wants me to share. So I'm just honoring what they would like for me to tell you. Then the last thing is building on your powers of health. So as we move into the winter months, things slow down, things go into hibernation, things, change. And we change too. But one of the things that's really helpful for us is to really eat healthily, of course. But Spirit keeps telling me to emphasize eating root vegetables during the next few months, right through the fall into winter. So take that or leave it, right? Whatever works for you. But I do that. I do follow the what the earth provides us during our seasons. We have the fall equinox on Friday, September 22nd. So that's coming. That's going to be another great manifesting day. So what I do when I want to create for myself, and I might have shared this with you before, but I figured this time I would give you a visual so you can really see what I'm talking about. I created this yesterday since the new moon was yesterday. It was one of my first projects. I got up and did my new moon manifestations. But what I do is I take a piece of paper, I put this big, huge circle on my paper, and then I put all the stuff that I want to create inside that circle. Now, sometimes I might have the same thing in there for months at a time. Every month, it might be the same types of energies. And then on the outside of the circle, I write all the things that I'm ready to release, that I would like to move out of my space. Now, you can do this solely for yourself. When I first started doing this practice, I've done this practice for years. And when I first started doing this, I only worked on myself. I wasn't at a point where I was able to actually include anybody else because I was pretty selfish at the time and I didn't realize truly the importance of being of service to others until it was made very obvious to me that it makes more sense to be of service to others than it is to yourself. Because look at the mess our planet is in now for all of those who are of service to self. But things on the inside of my circle, I do put stuff for myself. I do put stuff in there for my family if I know that they're working on a specific project. And the other thing that I do put in here is for the collective, for humanity. Like world peace would be great, right? Optimal health for all. Honesty, integrity, courage to be our very best. Let's see. Clear communication, faith, harmony, love all over the planet, forgiveness. I'd like to know our history, our true history, not the history that we've been told. Some of the things that I have on the outside that I'm ready to get rid of are lies. We've been lied to our whole lives. I think lies need to be eliminated. Poverty. I have poverty on mine. Deception. That's one. Ego. Evil. Bondage. Food poisoning. Poisonous foods, right? They've been trying to poison our foods and our water. I would like for all of that to go away. Anyway, you kind of get the idea, but those are some of mine. Now, some people, depending on what your practice is, some people will burn this at the end of the day. So let's say you create your manifestations, your intentions. So I call this my intention page. And at the end of that day, a lot of people will burn it so it goes up into the ethers and it's released from you and it's separated from you. And I agree with that practice. However, for me, I use these as a means to really evaluate where I came from to where I'm going. I use these as stepping stones for me personally. It gives me a really good insight into what I'm working on and what I've been working on, where my mindset was, right? So I have a stack that goes way, way back. So you use this tool any way you want, or you don't even have to use it at all, but I thought I would share with you. That's my practice. I create these on the new moon of every month. And I also create them on the solstices and the equinoxes. And as we have an equinox coming on the 22nd, I will be doing my exercise again. Some of the other things that Spirit wanted me to share with you. I have just started a new practice, which I have never really gotten into before, but I'm finding that it's important for me to do this, is I'm starting to do automatic writing. And that basically is opening up that channel so that your higher self can come in and just feed you the information. And the reason why I'm saying I'm starting this practice is because what happens is you kind of have to get out of your own way. It's a different form of receiving information for me, because usually Spirit will give me downloads and it just comes right out. And a lot of times I don't remember what I say because it's really the information is always meant for me. That's kind of the way I've always done my readings. So when I would do my psychic readings, I've been doing readings since the 90s. And that information would just come out of me and I wouldn't retain the information. So people would come back to me later and they would say, "Oh, Dawn, do you remember when you told me, XYZ in my last reading?" No, I'm sorry, I don't retain it. The information isn't meant for me. So now things have changed a little bit, because now that I am doing tarot cards and I'm reading those cards and I'm getting the information. If I'm sitting in front of you and I'm reading for you, that's another time when I won't retain the information, because it's not meant for me. That's not my information. It's for you, right? But anyway, so I got into this thing where, for whatever reason, Spirit was telling me about how the dark side has lost their connection to the true essence of God. So what they worship are lower entities that reside in the fourth dimension. And because they've lost that connection and through their free will choice. Now they chose to do that. So I don't feel sorry for them on any level, to be honest with you, because they made that choice, just like we make the choice to, just like we make the choice to, you know, decide that we're going to follow God, right? It's a free will choice. So what I was told and what I wrote was that they no longer have the ability to create through their heart chakra like human beings can and do. So the dark side uses fear as their way to hook us into creating their reality for them. How do they do that? They plant seeds through the media, through Hollywood, through movies, through social media, through books. And when enough of us that are true manifestors that can create through our free will and our heart chakra, focuses on their vision of our future, they use us to create it for them. This is how we have become a slave planet. When you focus on fear, on the really, really big, scary things, like the things that are coming up now. So, you're hearing about all these things going on with our government. They're really, military is like moving all over the planet. They're going to be doing these big, huge exercises. We hear the biggest ever, like coming at the beginning of the year. There's all kinds of stuff that's going on. So there's so many things that are distractions for us. But when you focus on the really big, scary things, the things that we really don't want in our lives, we are the ones that are creating those, because where our attention goes, our energy flows. So if you are not in agreement with those things, you really need to stand in your sovereignty and say, I do not comply. I do not agree with this. This is not my reality. And then do your creations, right? Focus on these things instead of the stuff that's out there. And one of the lines that I got from Pam Gregory that just really rang through for me was, Pam Gregory is an astrologer. She's available here on YouTube as well. And she's amazing. She's a very, very good astrologer. One of the things that she said recently was, starve out the scary and love in the good. Starve out the scary and love in the good. I love that. And then one other thing that I just saw this morning that I wanted to share with you is, in the face of adversity, we have a choice. We can let the challenges consume us, or we can rise above them and stay focused on our goals. And that message was from Elon Musk. And not that I'm a big, huge fan of Elon Musk. I'm on the fence as to, what side he's on, if he's on a side, what his true intentions are. But that doesn't negate that is a really powerful message for us. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull your cards. I'm going to give you one oracle card. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you today. And then I'm also going to give you 3 main themes at the end. One thing I did want to tell you is that all the crystals that I use in my readings are handpicked by my guides to use in the readings. And the reason why is because all these crystals are from Earth. These all have an essence. They all have meaning. They all have a vibration. And, they all represent something. And so those qualities that are represented in these rocks are also going to be, those energies are going to be infused into your reading. And so I can tell you what these stones are. This right here is a noble serpentine. It is a healing stone on multiple levels. It clears your chakras, stimulates your crown chakra growth, and then it opens your psychic abilities. This is chrysocolla. Chrysocolla is the empowerment of the feminine energies. They call this the goddess stone. And the information that I got too was that this stone teaches us that genuine power is best expressed through gentleness. And I just really love this. This one is a combination of 5 different stones. Chrysocolla is in there. Another one called Shatukite, I think, which is a spiritual and psychic clarity stone. Malachite, which is about transformation and heart chakra. Dioptase, which is about forgiveness and letting go. And then Ajoite. I don't even know. It's spelled Ajoite. This is another Gaia stone, goddess stone. But this helps you connect with your angels and your spirit guides. I love this stone. This is green mica. And green mica is to balance, is about balance and harmony and to promote feelings of love, peace, and happiness. And then what I didn't show you is I had used this little, this is called a worry stone. My daughter and her husband took me to Ireland when for my 60th birthday. And his sister gave me this little worry stone. And this is made out of Connemara marble, which is a rare marble, but it promotes love, peace, tranquility, restoration, and healing. This activates your heart chakra and connects us with our ancestors. And this used to be worn by warriors during battle to ensure safety and success. So what I love about this stone, my family on my mother's side came from Ireland. So when I went to Ireland, I really wanted to work on ancestry clearing, actually healing my ancestry aligned, you know, from previous and forward. So all up and down that line. And this morning, when I was getting ready to do these readings, I also have this little bracelet that has Connemara marble on it that I got while I was in Ireland. And I was asked to put this on. So I don't know why it's important for me to share this with you. I don't know if some of you are working on clearing some of your ancestry stuff. But that is a really good, that's a really good practice, right? Is to clear, because, you know, our lines go forward and back into our future. And those lines are part of what are some of the issues that are happening on the planet right now, is because of those bloodlines that are in control, who have gained control of this planet that we're working towards bringing into the light, because that's kind of what we're here to do, right? Okay, so I'm going to pull your card. Oh, look, there's a hummingbird. A hummingbird is right outside my window. I wish I could show you. That's beautiful. Okay, healing heart is your card. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. I love this card. So I don't know who of you are working on your healing stuff, but I feel that everyone has the ability to heal. I am a Reiki master, by the way, and I use healing energy all the time. I do. When I sit in meditation before I do these readings, I definitely get into that space, and I do use my hands to send to everyone that will listen or hear healing energy in whatever way is the most useful for them for their highest and best. Okay, I'm going to take myself off the screen so you can just pay attention to the cards. I will be back to do your last 3 main cards for you. Okay, so here we go. Oops. Let's go like this. Can we still see this? Yes, good. Woo, tower. It's a tower moment. Okay, you got the emperor. Okay, so we have got this magician, the tower, and the Emperor as your major arcana. Now, major arcana are the cards that take us longer to work through. And I'll explain what all of these mean in just a second. I just kind of want to get a sense here. So we've got wands, swords, cups. So you got a mix of stuff. Okay. Okay, Libra. So we start off with the Page of Swords. Now, the swords have to do with the way we think, how we express our thoughts and our ideas, how we communicate, how we make decisions. And if you see her, right, she's a younger person. She has a younger energy. She is thirsty for education. She's thirsty for knowledge. She really is working on improving herself. She's got tons of ideas, right? That's what all these light bulbs are supposed to represent. So this could either represent you, or this could represent someone that's right immediately in your immediate center, because this is the very first card. This could also represent a message that you're waiting for to come in that's going to stimulate your mind on something, that's going to help you make a decision on a direction to go, or whether or not you're going to make a change, because pages were messengers in court. They were assigned to the king, and typically the king would give them the responsibility as being couriers. So they would be the messenger bringers, right? They would deliver messages to the court. And that's kind of what their role is, okay? But what's crossing you is this Queen of Cups. Now, the queens have to do with patience and understanding. But this queen is entirely focused on her emotions and whether or not how she feels about things. She knows how to manifest. She knows how to create relationships. She's very much into her spirituality. She's highly intuitive. So this energy could represent you, or this could represent, again, somebody that's very close to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be feminine energy, although it is feminine energy. But if you're a male listening to this, you have a feminine side as well. So you may be tapping into your own essence that is represented by her energy on this card, okay? But this is telling me that you are very much in control of your emotions. You know how to get the outcome that you're looking for, that makes you feel aligned with your highest and your best. And then this is kind of what's on your mind, and this is the Two of Wands. Wands have to do with our inspiration, our creativity, our passion, our motivation, and our intuition. And twos have to do with choices. So it looks to me, or a decision of some kind, and it looks to me by her looking out this window, she's making a decision as to whether or not she wants to travel, or she wants to go on some type of an adventure. Like she wants to go do something. She's feeling kind of stuck. So her decision is, do I go to the adventure where I don't know the outcome? Or do I stay where I am in my comfort zone? And I don't know, Libra. That decision is up to you, but it looks like you're going to have choices to make with that. Then your foundation is this 10 of Wands. So wands, again, have to do with your inspiration, creativity, passion, motivation, and intuition. Tens are a card of completion. So it looks as though you've completed a chapter. You've completed something in your life. But at the same time, it was a heavy burden, whatever it was. And you may still be hanging on to that heavy burden, because this is the card that is supporting you. So you've got all this baggage. And so you need to really ask yourself, are you ready to let go of the baggage? Are you ready to let go or hand off, ask for help, hand off some of these responsibilities? It feels like it's a heavy burden on your shoulders. Okay, and that also too is a choice. You can hang on to this stuff if you want to, but man, I don't know. If that were me, I think I would try to get some help. And that would be my suggestion. Your past is the magician card. Okay, so here's the thing. Even though this is in your past, this energy is still swirling around you. Otherwise, this card would not have shown up. What I love about the magician is he has all the tools that he needs in order to be able to manifest and create the life, the direction, anything that he truly, truly wants. He is a manifesting individual. The magician is a master. He's also has a level of expertise, right? He also is a card about training. So this could be that you're going to do some type of self-study. Perhaps you're going to take some kind of a class that's going to help you elevate yourself spiritually if you're working on your spiritual awareness, awakening, and that is a focus for you, okay? But the magician is telling you that you've got all the tools that you need, right? And while this is in the past, you're still utilizing that to create your current reality. And then we have your near future, which is the Three of Cups. This is one of my favorite cards because I love the color for one thing. Purple's my favorite color. But I also love that these women, who you can clearly tell they're not related, they're best friends. This is your soul tribe, man. These are the people that may not be your family, but for whatever reason, you're very, very drawn to them. You're very close to them. You are either going to be locating your tribe, or you're going to find one another, or you've already found them. And this is kind of a card of celebrations and a card of creativity, right? Looking at things outside the box. But to me, this is a celebratory card because this talks about your soul tribe, the people that mean the most to you, that you're going to be drawn into. And this is in your immediate near future. So you could be attending some kind of an event where you meet someone, or you meet a group of people, or maybe you're going on a spiritual retreat, something like that. I don't know. I just feel all this beautiful energy coming from that card. And then your long-term energy is the Six of Pentacles. This is another card that I really do like because this is a card of give and take. This, if you can see this symbol here, this is the infinity symbol. So this person is giving to that person, but in reality, it's being returned. Now, pentacles have to do with our physical security, our wealth, our health, our career, our possessions, and our home life. So this is a card of feeling gratitude, feeling as though, even though you may not have money to give, and maybe you do have money to give, but you're going to, it's a card of giving from the heart. It's a card of giving something that is valuable to you, but it's not coming from a place of, oh, I'll give to you if you give back to me. It's coming from a place of, I'm giving truly from the heart because I truly appreciate giving from that area, really, giving from myself. External influences, you have the Tower card. So the Tower card is a card of disruption and rebuilding. So the Tower card can be a card where something comes in and pulls the rug out from beneath you. Now, what's interesting is the Tower card has been coming up in a lot of readings. So it's not just you. This is an external influence. It could be something very big that's going to happen on the planet that could take you, make you feel rocked. And it won't surprise me because there's so much stuff that's being revealed at this time about all the lies that we've, been living under and have not been aware of. And as this is an external influence, it feels like it might be a collective thing more than an individual thing. But what happens in that situation is with the Tower, you know, the tower falls because the tower was built too high to begin with, right? It's kind of like a silo in an organization. And you get to the top, if you're not within, you know, these parameters, you know, you're not, I don't know, it's very exclusive, right? It's kind of one of those feelings. And I feel like the tower needs to come down, right? I really do. That way it breaks it down to the foundation and we can rebuild any way we want, which is why it's so important to do your, you know, manifestations and your creativity each month. Your future feelings are this Page of Pentacles. Again, you have another page. Didn't you have a page? Yeah, you did as your center card. So the Page of Pentacles is another card of a new path. This has to do with monetary path. It could be a new career, it could be new job, it could be a new direction. Maybe you're learning something new, and then you find this new job, right? This also could be that you've been waiting for a message regarding money of some kind, or you're waiting for an opportunity to come up, but this is a new opportunity for you. And that's coming into your situation here very quickly. And it could very well be that the person that you're going to work with or for is the Emperor. Now, I look at this card as the Donald Trump card. The reason why I say that is because Donald Trump definitely has Emperor energy. I mean, I don't always agree with the way that he, you know, talks and all of those things, the way that he can sometimes be as a person. But what he represents as an energy, meaning he's a businessman, he's an entrepreneur, he knows how to make deals, he knows how to play the game. He's a 5D chess player. He actually has taught his son Baron to play 5D chess as well. Not chess, chess. Sorry. I just realized what I said. If you look at the card, it's got this, it looks like a game board, right? It's kind of what that reminds me of. And this is his pawn. He knows how to manipulate all of that energy. He knows how to create what he wants. So this Emperor is actually, in the tarot, is a combination of all the 4 kings. So that means he has heart and he has the smarts and he has the wisdom and the creativity and he, you know, has the emotions. He feels strongly about what it is that he's creating in his life. He has physical wealth. He's a very decisive, you know, a very decisive personality in that, you know, he looks at things logically and then he makes decisions and he makes things happen. And that's this energy. So this could either be you embracing all of that energy, or could be you working with someone as your final outcome for this reading, somebody that you're going to be working with very closely. Okay. Okay, so far everything looks really good. So I'm going to put myself back onto view. And now I'm going to pull your last 3 cards to see what Spirit wants you to know for your last. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. I don't know if there's ever such a thing as too much, but maybe there is. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. Well, that really flows in line with this Page of Pentacles that we were talking about, right? This page, perfect. And then your last crown is last card is the Crown. And the Crown says honor and respect will come to you. That's awesome, right? Okay, Libra, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you found this helpful. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. Until next time, thank you so much for being here. And thanks so much for listening till the end. Take care of you. Ciao.